Hi guys, I'm Juliet. Welcome to my channel, and today I did a half cut crease gold magenta look, and if you want to see how I made this look, keep on watching. My face is really red because I just did like a mask like on my nose. So yeah, and I'm also a little sick, so that's why I sound a little weird. But I already moisturized my face, so now we're going to start with the brows as always. I'm going to take this spoolie, I'm going to bring the mirror a little closer. So I'm going to take the spoolie, brush out the eyebrows, and I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in a medium brown to fill them in. Once your eyebrows are filled into how you want them to look, I'm going to eye prime my face because I always carve them out and I want that primer to be underneath the concealer. So today I'm going to be using the Professional Primer by Benefit. This is a pore filler, just like the baby face one by Maybelline, and just kind of erases your pores and minimizes them. It just makes them not as noticeable. Like, it's already erasing all those really bad pores around my T-zone. I like to focus my primer on my T-zone because that's where the makeup gets oily. Well, that's where my skin gets oily first, and that's where the makeup tends to move faster, and you don't want your makeup moving off your face. You want your face to stay on your face. To just darken up my brows a little bit more, I'm going to be using my brow powder by Anastasia Beverly Hills in medium brown and my paintbrush from Michaels. It's an angled paintbrush, as you can see here. Once you're happy with how your brows look, we're going to go carve them out with some concealer. I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade Fair and a flat shader brush that's very thin so we can get that nice shape. I like to bring the concealer down here near my eye because when I put on my face makeup, I don't want to mess up my eye makeup. So this concealer just kind of acts as my entire face makeup for just that area. Now that we're done carving out the brows, we're going to go in with primer to prime our eyes. I'm going to be using this Lorac eye primer, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my eye because too much primer can be bad. And too little is also bad, so you just want the right amount. So now I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Peach palette, and I'm going to take the shade White Peach, which is just a matte white shade. I'm going to set all of that so it's easy to blend the crease colors. And I'm going to be using this brush. Don't know the brand, but it's a flat shader brush. It's like big, so it just doesn't take too long to set the eyes. So now I'm going to go into my Z palette from Makeup Geek. I'm going to take the shade Peach Smoothie, and I'm just going to use that as my transition shade because I want this to be a pinky look. And I'm also, not Peach Smoothie, just kidding. So I'm going to take Peach Smoothie and mix it in a little bit with Sorbet, which is this nice pink color. So Peach Smoothie is like the orange. Okay. Peach Smoothie is this one. Sorbet is this one. I'm just going to be mixing the two to get like a pinky kind of brown transition shade, so it's all nice and pretty. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Morphe E27 brush. Makeup Geek shadows are very good. They're expensive. They're $6 per individual eyeshadow, but they're so blendable and they're so easy to use and so pigmented that they're like totally worth it. If you're just gonna get like, if you have a Z palette, just like get one or two colors. But if you want to just go for like a 9 palette one, just go for it. It's so worth it. And then on a smaller blending brush that's basically like the same fluffiness and density, I'm going to go into the Pastel Goth palette by Kat Von D, and I'm going to take shade Clementine, which is like this pinkish orange color. I'm just going to add a little bit more color. And I'm just putting it like right on top of what I just did to make it a little more pink and a little less orange. Because we're still doing like Valentine's Day kind of pinky stuff. Because like, let's all agree, February is a pink month. Like, what's next month? St. Patrick's Day. Am I gonna have to do a green look? I have no freaking clue how to do a green look, but you know what? We'll try one out. We'll see how it goes. If it looks bad, so be it. We'll just not do a green look that month, but you know what? We're gonna try. Going back into the Too Faced Peach palette, I'm gonna go into shade Summer Yum, which is like this warm brown shade, and on a Morphe M433 brush, we're just gonna dip into that and do some blending. To blend out the crease color just a little bit more, we're going to take the shade Chickadee from Makeup Geek, this orangey shade, and we're just going to apply that we're going to apply it between the transition shade and the darker crease color from the peach palette, just to give a nicer transition, because we don't want harsh lines. And we also want to lose the peachy kind of tones, so we're going to go back into Clementine and just soften get that blend up. So now we're going to hop into the Modern Renaissance palette, and we're going to take the shade Love Letter, which is this really nice magenta color. And we're going to take the Sephora blending brush. Don't know which one it is, but it's a blending brush. Just going to dip into that and just lightly add this to the whole crease. We're also going to be taking Love Letter on the outer half of our eye because we're going to be doing a closed cut crease. So we want to make sure we have that definition on the outer corner. So now we're going to take a soft firm blending brush like this one, and we're going to go into Cypress Umber from the Modern Renaissance palette, and we're going to add that onto the outer corner and just a tad bit into the crease, just a little bit. And you're going to gently just drag that into your crease so it creates that definition. So now, right now the eye looks pretty dark, but don't worry, we're going to lighten it up. We're going to go back with our concealer and the shader brush, and we're going to carve out the crease. A lot like we did in the last makeup video, but instead of going all the way out, you're just going to do just the top, the inner part of your eye. You want to follow your natural crease, but since I have like a hooded eyelid, I always like to go just slightly above my crease. You want to make sure they're even because you don't want one side being more open than the other. So now going back into the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, we're going to take the shade Luscious with a little bit of Bellini, which is so Luscious is like a champagne, Luscious is like a champagne shade, while Bellini's more like a pink. So we're just going to do just a little bit of Luscious and like a tiny bit of Bellini, and going back into Luscious just to give that little pinkish kind of glow, but not too pink because our crease is a little pink. And we're just going to take our fingertip and just smack that where we carved out our crease. You can do more, I'd do more Bellini towards the end and more Luscious towards the middle, just to give a good gradient. And then when you get to like the creasy part, you might want to get a shader brush or just like a flat brush. This is the Morphe 210, and just use a brush to make it more precise towards the crease so you don't have glitter everywhere. And I'm going to go back into this firm blending brush and Cypress just to tap on top of that so we get that blend on. To go on top of Luscious and Bellini, we're going to go in with our gold glitter, not really a liner anymore because the brush is disgusting, but this is the Glam Crystals Dazzling Gel Liner collection. I don't know what shade, but it's gold. And we're just gonna dust that on our eyelids. So now I'm gonna go with my Kat Von D tattoo liner in black and do my wings. But I'm gonna do that off camera because it's super hard for me to do wings like while trying to get in frame, but I'm like out of frame, then in frame, then out of frame, but it's like. So I went ahead and did my liner, and I also just went ahead and put on my lashes. These are the Sephora Collection Fringe number 4. They're okay. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Little dramatic eye, like nothing wrong with that. So last video I wore a high-end, I wore my Kat Von D foundation. So today I'm going to be wearing my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation shade 220. And I'm just going to be taking a brush, any old brush that can fit into the container. I'm just going to paint that right onto my face. You want to have most of your product by where you're most oily, and then add less to the edges of your face. And now I'm just gonna dab this all over evenly across my face because beauty blenders give such even coverage. It's amazing. And now I'm gonna go take my shade 15 concealer, which is fair in the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm gonna take that underneath my eyes to brighten that area up. I'm gonna get the bridge of my nose, between my eyebrows, my forehead, and my chin. And I'm gonna blend all of that out. So I'm gonna be using my Airspun and a dense set powder brush to set all my concealer. And to set the rest of my foundation, I'm gonna be using my MAC Skin Mineralized Finish and my Morphe E3 brush, and just gonna set all of that so it doesn't move. I'm going to use this brush to just wipe away the excess powder from underneath my eyes and wherever I set my concealer. So I'm going to take my angled brush from any just old brand of brushes and my Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to lightly contour. I'm also going to get my forehead to make it look smaller and give me some warmth to my pale as frick skin. This winter has not been kind to me. Then I'm gonna take this small blending brush using the same Benefit Hoola Bronzer, and I'm just gonna contour my nose. So now I'm gonna take this MAC blush in shade Melba. This is a very nice kind of like, not too pink, not too mauve-y kind of shade on a giant poofy brush from BH Cosmetics. I'm just gonna dust my cheekbones. And I got this new highlight from Jeffree Star, and I'm gonna be using Princess Cut, which is this gorgeous, like, light pink shade. Oh, like, look at that. Like, Peach Goddess is just this. It looks kind of like a blush. But this. So I'm going to take my trusty M310 Morphe brush, and I'm just going to get that highlight on there. I'm going to go dust these cheekbones. Like, oh, that is so pretty. And I'm also going to use this as my inner corner highlight, using the Cream Shop brush, and I'm just gonna stick this in my inner corners. Look at that glow. That is one bright glow, if I ever did see one. I'm also gonna get my brow bone while I'm at it. I'm not gonna forget the nose. And my Cupid's bow. Now for underneath the eye, I'm going to take this orange shade from Makeup Geek. I think it's Chickadee or something like that. I'm gonna take this just Smashbox brush and just go underneath the eye. And on the other end of it, with the smaller brush, I'm gonna take Venetian Red from the Modern Renaissance palette, which is like a reddish magenta. And I'm gonna stick this on the outer half of my lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild eyeliner in shade Pros and Bronze. I'm gonna do my waterline. And then I'm going to use my mascara in Voluminous Million Lashes Excess by L'Oreal. I'm gonna put, my little sisters have a play date over, so that's what's happening outside my door. But yeah, I'm gonna do my lower lash line, my lower lashes. And then for lips, I'm gonna use one of two of my new Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, and I'm so excited to use them, but I have no idea which one I want to use. Mine just is a little too pinkish red. I didn't have enough of that. I had a little too much going on. I would not want like so much pink going on my face, so I'm gonna go in with this kind of dusty rose nude kind of look. So this is the completed look. If you like this look, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!